All right, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Everybody take their places with it. Okay, all those that can, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, to which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right, so we'll take a roll call, please.
All board members are present this evening.
All right, item number 4, approval of the agenda. We have, that I'm aware of, nothing to add to the agenda, so get a motion.
I would move to approve the agenda as presented.
Support, Sylvia.
Okay, moved and supported. Vote, please.
Mr. Howe?
Yeah.
Mrs. Cooper?
Use your mics, please.
Mrs. Frederick?
Frederick, yes.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Mr. Salvia?
Salvia, yes.
Mrs. Lewis?
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Hamel?
Oh, yes.
Motion carries.
All right, make sure you turn your mics off. This place is an echo chamber. I don't know if you've noticed, but so we're trying to figure out how to record and not have it sound like an echo chamber. All right, the next item is a consent agenda approval. Can I get a motion to approve?
I would move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support, Lewis.
Moved and supported. Vote, please.
Mrs. Cooper?
Cooper, yes.
Mrs. Frederick?
Frederick, yes.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Mr. Salvia?
Salvia, yes.
Mrs. Lewis?
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Howe?
Yes.
Mr. Hamel?
Hamel, yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, announcements and information inquiry. Township office will be closed May 29th in observance of Memorial Day. The annual prayer breakfast is this Thursday, May 4th for the National Day of Prayer, and that's going to be at the Church of Holy Spirit. Doors open at 8:00 a.m. Founders Day parade and festivities are on Saturday, May 20th at 10 a.m. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add to that?
I have tickets to the prayer breakfast if anybody needs one.
Okay. See Judy Cooper if you want to get tickets to prayer breakfast. All right. Next item is 7 public comment. Anybody have any public comment? Peter? That's just a random pick in the crowd. Okay, that's a good thing. We're moving fast. This is a good thing. So next item is a presentation. It's a swearing in of firefighter Justin Bearden, badge number 234. But before we go any further, and I didn't realize this until I saw the family come in, that White Lake Township's former clerk, Terry Lillian, is his grandfather. So Terry, thank you for being here. And Mrs. Lilly, thank you, and the family. So we're going to pass this off to the fire chief. You'll have to speak into it. So come on, Kane, you're holding up the show.
All right. So Justin has went through his certifications and training, his probationary period, went through fire school, EMT school, and has passed all the qualifications. Now, move him on to the next step now and moving him up to becoming off probation and becoming a full-fledged firefighter. So I'd like to congratulate Justin this time. Come on up. Congratulations. Thank you. It's a lot of hard work and dedication, time away from his friends and his family to go through all this. So thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tammy? Sam, you want to come up and finish for us? Sorry.
Get as close as you can to the mic.
Raise your hand. I do solemnly swear or affirm.
I do solemnly swear or affirm
Support.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state,
Fully perform the duties
and I will faithfully perform the duties of firefighter in and for the Township of Highland,
State of Michigan.
County of Oakland, State of Michigan, according to the best of my abilities. So help me God. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for being a full-fledged firefighter in Highland. We really appreciate it. And you're lucky you get a brand new station to work out of. That's a really sweet thing. So, and thank you, Lily family, for producing a grandchild that's going to be part of our community here. So thanks. Appreciate it.
And you got a great support team behind you there.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. If you guys don't have to sit through this if you don't want to. For those that can't see, everybody left. And we actually had 20 people in here. So
Was it something we said?
okay, so we're going to move on to new business. Yeah, we better give them some time to. Got a little bit of noise, but I think we can go make it work. Okay, we've worked for a number of years. I don't know if it's been probably 6 to 8 years that we whittled down to a single maintenance person, and where we used to have two, and now it's time that in order to be able to really take care of the stuff we have going, we need to look at hiring another part-time maintenance employee. So in order to expedite this, because we need somebody now, what we're doing is we're hopefully going to vote to affirm a position, and then we'll fill that in the next few days after we go through the what appears to be extremely short list of applications. So on that note, I'll make a motion, and the motion is to have the board approve the hiring of an individual to fill the position of part-time seasonal maintenance worker. This position will not be year-round. Starting pay will be up to $20 per hour, not to exceed $29 hours per week. The seasonal schedule at this time will be approximately from March 1st through December 1st of each calendar year. The employee, upon the employee's own approval, may be called upon to assist during some seasonal winter events on an as-needed basis. And the effective start date will be as early as May 1. So they haven't picked them yet, but so that's the motion.
Cooper support.
Okay, we have motion, we have support. Anybody have any discussion? All right, then we'll move on to a vote, please.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Oops.
Salvia, yes.
Oops, I skipped Treasurer Frederick.
Frederick votes yes.
Right. Mrs. Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mrs. Cooper,
Cooper, yes.
Mr. Hamel.
Emily, yes.
Motion carries.
This is going to come in handy because our current one, Jeremy Worthman, no relation to Peter Worthman, but is a part-time worker and he takes on a lot of stuff and he gets things done. But a second hand will make three people. For some reason, that seems to be how it works. So we're looking forward to filling that position. All right, the next item is we're going to need a budget amendment to add this position. And so somebody want to make a motion to approve the budget amendment?
I move to approve the budget amendment as presented.
Support Salvia.
Moved and supported. Vote please.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Mr. Salvia,
Salvia, yes.
Mrs. Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mrs. Cooper,
Cooper, yes.
Treasurer Frederick,
Frederick, yes.
Supervisor Hamel.
Hamel, yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, the next item on there, you read my little dissertation memorandum that I put in there. Part of this is my own personal problem with this is that in order to print on the main printer, which is what most everybody does, the printer is at the far south end of the building. You got to go through 2 security doors to get to the printer, and then 2 security doors to go back if you're at the north end of the building. So it's really a pretty dramatic waste of time, even though it's probably good for the health. It's still a problem. So my recommendation is that I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of a new printer for the north end of the building to improve efficiency of operations. The printer will be supplied by our current company, the Applied Imaging, I believe is what the company's called. They do all our maintenance on our printers, and they also have mitten pricing, which means that it's already been vetted in terms of the cost. And the printer that I propose to approve is a Ricoh IMC 2500 color MFP at a cost of $4,926. It's a smaller version of the printer that we have, does pretty much the same thing without being a full document print thing where you can print books off of. So that's the motion.
Support.
Okay, moved and supported. Anybody have any questions?
Question, will any PC or be able to access either printer at any time?
Yes, if you have access to the network.
What? Yes. In
Right.
case one's down, somebody can send the
Yep,
files.
you can send them back. In fact, probably what will happen is the people down on the south end will be, oh, Rico. They send it to the north end and we'll be walking anyway. So until we learn that one. Any other questions?
I have a question. Does
Yes.
it do legal and
Yes,
so all 3 sizes?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so on that note, I wonder if I didn't admit some people. And sorry, Bill. Sorry, Bill, I didn't mean to cut you out. This is Bill Anderson that our IT guy didn't show up today. So I wasn't paying attention. All right, so a vote on that, please.
Mr. Salvia,
Salvia, yes.
Mrs. Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mrs. Cooper,
Cooper, yes.
Treasurer Frederick,
Frederick, yes.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Supervisor Hamel.
Emily, yes.
Motion carries.
All right, the next item relates to the EMS, Star EMS. Star EMS currently does the bookkeeping for and tracking for the EMS services that we do with our ambulances, and contract expired. Is that correct? Some changes are updated. So anyways, we need to sign an updated, so the township supervisor needs approval to sign the updated EMS billing service agreement. So I'll make that a motion. Yes,
Apologize. I was asked to review the agreement, and I did review the agreement over the weekend, although I may not have sent it to you. So I'd ask whatever motion is approved, have some
as per our attorney.
as approved by the township attorney, so that we could work through. There are not a lot of changes, but there were some changes I was asking for.
Okay, that's an addition to the motion I just made. Yeah, I said that's a motion earlier. I said that the motion is to approve the billing service, have the township supervisor approve or sign the Star EMS billing service agreement with the final approval of the attorney. Microphone.
Second.
All right, seconded. Yes.
Okay, so this is for our attorney. So we have in the appendix or on this has our fees, an agreement covering the fees. You know, is passing this as the contract good enough as it relates to the fees? Because normally we put our fees in an annual resolution every year. And these fees are not currently in our fee resolution. Okay, so we need a separate motion to adopt the fee schedule as provided with this contract. Yeah. So I'll bring a resolution to the next meeting with the fee schedule.
So you think this is going to be an issue, Nick?
No, no issue at all. I can get it turned around pretty quickly with the company.
Okay, well, then we'll Lisa, why don't you look at the documents? We'll get a resolution amendment set up so that we can read the resolution from January to change those fee schedules at the June 3rd meeting. 5th? What is it? What? The June board meeting. All right. Okay, so we could table that motion. So I'm going to make a motion to table the motion.
Support.
Okay, do we have to vote on that? Okay, so vote please.
Mrs. Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mrs. Cooper,
Cooper, yes.
Treasurer Frederick.
Frederick, yes.
Clerk Flowers votes yes. Mr. Salvia,
Salvia, yes.
Mr. Hamel.
Hamel, yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. So that concludes our meeting tonight. Meeting's adjourned.